Why was the Wat Phou temple abandoned halfway? In Laos, there is a 1,000-year-old Buddhist temple called Wat Phou. It is situated on a mountain slope at an altitude of 1,200 meters. Boasting grand architecture that extends hundreds of meters down the slope, proudly dubbed by Laotians as the Angkor Wat of Laos. However, this magnificent temple was only halfway completed before being abandoned. Why? It was all due to a war. In the year 1235 AD, the ambitious King Jayakarma of Laos sought to annex Thailand for himself. Learning that Thailand was ruled by Queen Nang Clau, he was delighted, dismissing her as just a woman. Eager to expand his territory, he swiftly launched a massive invasion of Thailand and quickly captured several Thai cities. The Laotian army moved so swiftly that Queen Nang Clau initially struggled to react. However, once she realized the severity of the situation, she ordered the soldiers at Namsi Fortress to hold the gates at all costs, even if it meant shedding every last drop of blood to stop the enemy. But King Jayakarma was no ordinary foe. He sent wave after wave of soldiers, shouting, "If you can't take the city, don't come back alive." Countless soldiers charged forward, stepping over the bloodied corpses of their comrades, relentlessly assaulting the fortress day and night. They erected ladders, attempting to scale the high walls, but the Thai soldiers inside fought to the death, continually cutting down the soldiers on the ladders like pruning unwanted branches from a tree. This brutal battle raged on for weeks until both sides suffered heavy losses and could no longer sustain the fight. King Jayakarma began to regret his decision, feeling trapped, while Queen Nang Clau found herself in a precarious position, unable to claim victory or retreat. Finally, the two rulers agreed to sit down and negotiate. However, both had strong personalities and refused to admit defeat, resulting in prolonged negotiations without resolution. Fortunately, a wise diplomat proposed a solution. Both countries would compete to build a Buddhist stupa, and whoever completed it first would demonstrate the strength of their nation. Both kings agreed, considering it a civilized and meritorious competition befitting devout Buddhists. They shook hands on the deal, and Queen Nang Clau built a stupa called Phantom, while King Jayakarma began constructing Wat Phou. Being a perfectionist and concerned with appearances, King Jayakarma insisted that Wat Phou must be grand and imposing to showcase Laos's power. As a result, Wat Phou grew larger and larger, far exceeding the initial plans. Meanwhile, Queen Nang Clau, eager for victory, quickly completed her stupa. Having no choice but to honor the agreement, King Jayakarma withdrew his troops from Thailand. Despite the defeat, construction on the temple continued. However, shortly after the war ended, King Jayakarma suddenly fell ill and passed away. With the patron behind Wat Phou gone and the new king unwilling to fund its completion, the beautiful temple could only remain half-built, its construction halted. Today, the only intact structure within Wat Phou is a Buddhist sanctuary built beneath a massive stone, known as the roof of the sacred house. The walls of the sanctuary are adorned with vivid carvings depicting mythical stories such as Hanuman battling demons and Kasina, the divine hand, tearing apart the Dragon King. Several stone statues remain inside, with the largest being a statue of King Jayakarma. People still remember this king, as without him, the precious ancient temple of Wat Phou would not exist.